Students, in our previous video lecture, we discussed the features of Elizabethan sonnets, and in today's lecture, we want to discuss the whole history and development of drama during the Elizabethan age, and we will also have a look at the important features of Elizabethan drama. See, this period from 1558 to 1603, this is known as the period of Elizabethan age in English literature, and this has been considered a golden period, the most flowering period of English drama. Why? Because it was during this period of time that we have some great dramatists like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Ben Jonson, and others who have developed drama as an important art, as an important form of literature in English. Who were the predecessors of Elizabethan drama? Then you should remember this title, University Wits. This University Wits is a group of scholars who graduated from Oxford and Cambridge University, and they took up the task of developing drama during this particular period. There were seven important predecessors of this Elizabethan drama, and they are Christopher Marlowe, who was the head of University Wits. Along with Marlowe, you have John Lilly, you have Thomas Keat, Thomas Lodge, Thomas Nash, Robert Greene, and George Pill. So these are the seven important scholars of English literature who laid the foundation of English drama during the Elizabethan age. What were the important themes of Elizabethan drama? Then, as you can see on the screen, anti-Jewish approach. That means, during those times there used to be a kind of conflict between the Christians and the Jews. So that was the main theme of most of the Elizabethan plays. Revenge was another important theme on which the whole English drama flourished during that period of time. Supernatural elements and comedy of humor. So one by one, let's discuss these things. You see, among the most popular themes of Elizabethan drama, anti-Jewish approach of the dramatists, that has been considered on top. Why? Because you see, if you read the whole history of England, the social, political, and economic history of England, then you find that there was a clash, there was a conflict between these two communities, the Jews and the Christians. So that has been an important subject matter, an important theme which was taken up by most of the Elizabethan dramatists. Christopher Marlowe's play The Jew of Malta and William Shakespeare's comedy The Merchant of Venice, they are based on these particular theme. Another important theme is the theme of revenge. Okay, you see, Elizabethan drama actually comes out from Senecan tragedy. Senecan tragedy, the main theme was revenge, and that's why Elizabethan drama in the initial stage was based on that Senecan tragedy, and that's why the theme of revenge enters automatically in English drama also. Thomas Keats, the Spanish tragedy, and Shakespeare's tragedy Hamlet. These two are the best examples of revenge tragedies in during the Elizabethan age. Third important feature is supernatural elements. Supernatural elements means what? When the dramatist talks about the ghost, the witches, the spirit, and all such unearthly objects, okay, they are known as supernatural elements, and the use of supernatural element is profusely, immensely found in English drama. The ghost becomes the prime moving force in many of the Elizabethan tragedies. Shakespeare's Hamlet, There also the play, the tragedy begins with the appearance of the ghost of Hamlet, the ghost of Hamlet's father. In Macbeth also the drama, the tragedy begins with the three witches, and these three witches play an important role in bringing about the tragedy in the life of Macbeth. In the same manner, if you read a comedy written by Shakespeare, A Midsummer Night's Dream, here also you have so many fairies as characters. So these fairies are also supernatural elements. In the same manner, Christopher Marlowe, who was a representative dramatist of the Elizabethan age, he wrote Dr. Faustus, and there also supernatural elements play an important role to bring about a tragedy in the life of the protagonist. Okay, so that is another important feature. Fourth important thing that you see here in Elizabethan drama is comedy of humors. Now, when we talk about comedy of humors, we must remember Ben Jonson. I have already uploaded a separate video on Ben Jonson's concept of comedy of humors, but this was a kind of a new genre which was innovated by Ben Jonson towards the end of the 16th century. His Ben Jonson's plays are based on the humor which arises out of the imbalance of the human body or human health with blood, phlegm, black bile and yellow bile. If there is an imbalance among these four, it creates humor. That is what Ben Jonson believed, and most of his comedies are based on this theory. Ben Jonson wrote 18 plays through his all through his lifetime, but Every Man in His Humor is one of the best examples of comedy of humor. What are the dramatic devices used by the dramatists in English drama during the Elizabethan age? Then again, you should remember the 4 points. Chorus. Chorus is a group of singers. Now, this device of chorus was adopted from the ancient classical Greek authors, Greek writers. In Greek tragedies also you find the element of chorus. Chorus was mainly used to introduce the story, the theme and the major characters in the beginning of the play and also at the end of the play. Aside and soliloquies were also used and as important poetic devices, important dramatic devices by Shakespeare and Marlowe. You see, Shakespeare is known as a dramatist just because of his soliloquies. His soliloquies are so popular among the readers. In the same manner, most of the Elizabethan drama plays were written in iambic pentameter lines. Iambic means a foot which has two syllables. The first one is unstressed, the second one is stressed. The first one is weak, the second one is strong. So most of the Elizabethan plays were written in iambic pentameter style. Moreover, the fourth important dramatic device was the use of blank verse in iambic pentameter without rhyming the last words of the lines. That is called blank verse. So these were the four important themes and four important poetic devices used found in English drama. Who are the major Elizabethan dramatists? Then you should remember three names: William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe and Ben Jonson. Shakespeare wrote 37 plays. He wrote comedies, tragedies, tragicomedies, historical romances and so on. Christopher Marlowe is known for his four great tragedies: Dr. Faustus, Edward II, Tamburlaine the Great and Jew of Malta. And Ben Jonson wrote 18 plays, but he is more known by his comedy of humor. Every Man in His Humor is an important example. So all in all, we can say it was indeed a golden period of English drama during the Elizabethan age.